Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. All of the old subscribers, all of the new subscribers, all of the future subscribers. Okay, I give you gratitude before you even get here. I want my subscribers to know that they absolutely rock. Okay, if you have not become a member, please get a membership. I've started a book club, and there are some more things that I'm going to be doing. I was up late last night writing down some things on my vision board. Okay, if you are, I got to doing some stuff, and I was like, oh my goodness, I found my book, that I'm supposed to write some things in. And I'm so glad that I picked it up, a goals book. I started writing down some stuff that I want to do, writing a vision down and making it plain. Okay. Um, yeah. So make sure you join the membership because there's quite a bit of stuff I want to do as it relates to the membership. And I got some more stuff coming too. Okay. All right. I wanted to talk about this finesse two-time situation, okay? People are starting to find me on social media, which is cool because you probably can get a response from me faster on social media than in the emails because I don't check emails probably once a week, right? And so, they asked me why I had not talked about this finesse two-time situation. Well, I kind of talked about it a little bit in a video that I did on yesterday. I think the video was titled, I did a live, let's talk about Memphis rappers. Well, we talked about a plethora of things. I just kind of touched on it briefly. I think I talked about his mom. I saw a video with his mother, and she was going in. And I mean, I don't hold that against her because, um, mothers, that's what mothers do. Mothers, stand by their children, whether they're right or wrong. Okay. So I mean, I didn't think much of that other than she was being a mother. Okay. Um, and I didn't even really know when someone had sent me that video of her what was going on. And y'all know how y'all, I why somebody would, the person that sent me the message, hey, shout out to them. They was not disrespectful, but hey, you know how I get down. I think as far as situations like this, okay. So I thought about it after I came out of meditation because I was like, I was not going to really do a video on it because I didn't want to bring attention to the foolishness on my page, right? Um, and the best way to not bring attention to something is not to really address it. But I guess I will. Since the person reached out to me, um, I- if you've been looking at my page for the longest, I've always spoken very well of Finesse two times. I think he's a great rapper, right? I saw how hungry he was, and I see Finesse two times is a street guy, and I see like he might not take pressure very well, right? Most street guys probably don't because they're used to like being on go. But Finesse two times has a gift. He definitely has a talent. And I hope I'm not stepping out there on a limb when I say I feel like the stage is being set for Finesse two times to be taken out one way or the other, right? I think I said last year I didn't like about him, I didn't know if that was a good idea for him to sign with Mob Ties because I feel like Mob Ties kind of finessed him into going and signing with Moneybag after he and Moneybag had been into it. Now, people can be into it all the time, right? And then they get back to, they make up and things of that nature. But Finesse two times kind of exposed Moneybag. When he exposed them, he stole his style, and they said it was some more stuff that had went on. Supposedly he had stole some rap allegedly or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to say allegedly, but I remember him saying that. Okay, and I know a lot of people say, well, he was going in on Young Dolph, but that was before Young Dolph was killed, and It was that was kind of a generic beef because I think Finesse two times felt a certain way because of what Moneybag was saying behind the scenes about Young Dolph, and then Finesse two times being a street guy wasn't hiding his hands, and I guess took it public or whatever, trying to be loyal or something. And I'm not saying it's right because y'all know I love Young Dolph, but I'm telling y'all what I believe happened. uh I believe he took it so hard with Moneybag because when he started speaking about it publicly, Moneybag had wanted to hide his hands possibly, and not it, and he didn't want Finesse to speak about it publicly or something, even though he had been speaking, talking sideways about Young Dolph behind the scenes with Finesse them. I believe that's what happened. Okay. He wanted to hide his hands when Finesse started speaking about it publicly. But Finesse has since given Young Dolph, that was some years ago, giving him his flowers. I have not seen him dissing Young Dolph in death or anything like that, because understand that it was a generic beef. It had nothing to do with him. He called himself was taken up for getting into something that Moneybag and Gotti and them, I guess, was in. But you know, we've heard him pay homage to Young Dolph. He spoke highly of him in interviews since, you know what I'm saying? And you know, hey, so, anyways, I always felt like, okay, so I put that into the atmosphere of what I felt about that because I know people gonna say, but I thought you was a fan of Young Dolph. He had spoke sideways about Young Dolph. Yeah, it was by way of what he was hearing from people behind the scenes that had wanted to hide their hands, I believe. Okay, right? That's just what I believe, okay? But like I said, since then, that was a long time ago, and since then, you know, he has not. I have not seen him disrespecting Young Dolph. Like I said, as a matter of fact, he did pay homage. He did speak very highly of Young Dolph. Okay, he did something that Bag, who Young Dolph did a song for free, had not even been able to say rest in peace to. Okay. So, anyways, moving on, you know, I feel like it, you know, it's the stage being set for Finesse two times to be taken out because, you know, now this stuff is coming out, which what the person sent me an email, a message about what I think about him being a snitch, not a motherfucking thing. And no disrespect to the person, not nothing. Okay. It means nothing to me for even if the paperwork is true, it means nothing to me because I think I had said in the video yesterday, like I said, it was titled Rappers in Memphis. I had not seen the paperwork. I had not looked at it, but I had said if it was juvenile paperwork, I know that juvenile paperwork is sealed, right? So, but regardless to whether it's true or not, don't show. I don't want to see because I don't care. A 15-year-old, if he didn't tell, he should have. Okay, being 15 years old, if he didn't tell, he should have. Okay, if he didn't, he should have. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the greatness. I started to notice like after Finesse two times started to blow up. I knew when he started signing them deals, I mean, people started catching on to he might get taken out. And so since they know people watching that, they can't take him out in the physical, they trying to take his career out. Okay, because they know he could go way up. I think he's got people around him that have illy advised him. You know, I think about that situation with King, and Bag was on Instagram asking him, "Have you signed King?" Right? And there's nothing wrong with wanting to help a child, but I just don't think that I've been very vocal about that. I just don't think that's a good look. King needs to be somewhere with somebody that can nurture him, and Finesse can help him financially. Okay, but he needs to be in a healthy environment. The environment that the rappers live in are fast lane environments. Okay, their fast lane. King has already been overly exposed to a whole lot of stuff, and I think it's sad when I see him exposed to people playing dice with him. Um, hey, I don't agree with it because I was looking at Moneybag. He was playing dice with him. I was looking at Juke them. They was playing dice with him. I just think that that child has been overly exposed, but I believe he was put on finesse so that he could get this bad press, right? Um, I I don't think that it is a coincidence that all of his shows are being shot up. That's so people can say, I can't go to no finesse two times show. I mean, it's hell. I ain't never known nobody to have as this much bad luck. And so when it seems like it's too much bad luck, that means that there's a dead cat on the line. Okay, it's probably engineered. Okay, so to make a long story short, y'all know I believe in the telling. Okay, tell. I mean, you came to the wrong one. Okay, so whether he did it or not, it don't make me no difference. Okay. I see the bigger picture, and that is people watching. We can't take him out for the insurance money, so maybe we're gonna try to kill his career. Because let's not forget now, Finesse two times was into it. It seems like he was having issues about a month or so ago with mob ties with him and J.PRINCE Jr. was going back and forth. And even though people try to act like, when people say, "Are we cool now?" They really ain't. Because they already know it's just business. They don't know what kind of bag Finesse two times is gonna come out of. They know Finesse two times has peeped game on a whole lot of stuff, as he said. Okay. And so this is their opportunity to try and destroy him. What made Tin Jake or whatever go and look for some damn paperwork on Finesse? What made him dig into Finesse to find some shit when he was 15 years old? Out of all the damn rappers out there, what made him go look into Finesse? Hell, I mean, if he was going to bring something to if he wanted to bring something out, why not get out there and say, "Look here, um, let's help to put King in a home where he can get counseling and things of that nature." I think that King has already been overly exposed to too much. And I know Finesse, they say, got him in school, and hopefully he got him in counseling. But rappers live a fast life. Okay, how come Jake ain't harping on that? He went and dig up some shit from when he was 15 years old. So when people go looking for something like that mean, I don't know. It's something suspect about it, and I believe it is engineered, because when you start having the amount of subscribers that 1090 Jake and all of them types of people have, people start looking at folks like them to get out what they want out. They'll start paying them in the background to put certain things out. I'm not saying that's what happens with this situation. I'm just telling you that I know it happens. Okay, he's got a good following. We want to do this, and we want us to spread like wildfire because we're trying to destroy something. Okay. And then 1090 Jake is a white guy. Okay, so they already know black folks are cuckabug kids, a lot of them. Okay, don't take that personal. It just looks better if a white guy do it, because they know the slave mentality of a lot of black people. They're gonna follow what he say. It'll spread like wildfire. It's got to be true because it comes from the white man. I don't give a damn about no paperwork. I'm just talking about the mentality of it. And before people get mad, well, I ain't no slave. Well, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on your feet. Hell, I'm just saying as it relates to the mentality. I'm not saying as it relates to all the people that's commenting or have been, done videos on it. I'm just saying in general. I feel like that 1090 Jake was put on him, and they write 1090, and Jake is a police thing. Okay. So, hey, and maybe he's just vlogging. Okay. Maybe it's just a vlog, but it goes back to how quick because of small minute stuff. It's not like Finesse two times has been accused of paying a hitman to go take Dolph or another rapper out. Okay. That would be different before somebody said, but you talk about God in them. That's different. That's the situation is completely different. If we was talking about King need to be put somewhere in a home where he's being counseled and cared for, and his family is getting the correct amount of help because there are some issues there. I would ride with him on that. But to go dig up something from when he was 15 years old, that means somebody sent him looking for that. And I tend to believe it's the same people who's trying to set the atmosphere for him to be taken out. But because all eyes are on them and people know what is happening in the industry at this point, well, shit, we might as well just try to destroy his career, or it's they letting him know. Okay. I bet you Finesse probably it has an idea of where this is coming from. But hey, this is one of the reasons why I did not even, y'all know, I don't give a damn about nobody telling on nobody. Okay. I don't. Okay. Especially a 15-year-old. Finesse two times, I believe he might be 30. He might be like 33 or something like that. 32, 33 years old. Why would I give a damn about a child at that point telling something? It don't make no sense to me, right? Um, but it seems like that too much is happening. Too many bad things is happening around him for it not to be engineered. I tend to look at stuff with my third eye. Okay. And because I felt in my soul that he was being set up when he started dealing with these people and signing these contracts, and it ain't nothing about nobody going off on 1090 JK, because folks are shoot you and then be a pallbearer at your funeral. And I said that to say this. They saying that the princes have been going on 1090 Jake. I mean, folks would pay somebody to destroy you and then be the first one screaming on every rooftop like they really for you. Okay. That's a diversion. Okay. So hey, that's what I think about it. I was looking at Code Figure. Y'all know I love Code Figure. I want to play a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna send him a message on Instagram to let him know I use his video. And if y'all have not subscribed to Code Figure, please do subscribe to Code Figure. Folks will be saying you going with him. I ain't going with no Code Figure. But I do like manly men like him. Just tell you that right now, okay? But I look at Code Figure as like a brother, okay? It's like a brother. Hold on one second. I want to play. I kind of like what he was saying. And I'm going to just play a little bit of what he was saying. And I ain't got no issues with 1090J because I've heard people speak highly of him and things of that nature in the past. He's done some videos. I guess I might have seen one of his videos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I don't really. I've heard people speak about him, but if he was the one that did the video on King Von, talk about he was a serial killer or something, I may have seen his videos or something. But hold on one second.
Now, y'all know I don't like to get in the mud with this hip hop who snitching, who not nonsense, because I don't like Blackface Ku Klux Klan members talking about death and destruction and drilling, killing, and stealing. No goddamn way. You feel what I'm saying when I'm saying it? But this 1090 Jake say he done released some information on Finesse 2 times. Finesse a rat. Did he snitch? Did he tell on somebody when he was 14? Is he a dirty rat? That's what 1090 Jake's saying. I have a problem with 1090 Jake thinking it's cool to put people's life in danger on behalf of his clicks, his views, and his YouTube channel getting bigger. Any rapper that's been telling on people at any time it's fucked up, you done that, get out the game, change your life, get your shit together, take care of your family. Peace alert, peace alert, peace alert, peace alert. I want unity in the community, but it ain't never cool for no goddamn culture vulture. And I said it, it's called for the King Water. Y'all mean a revolution to try to put nobody, black people, life in danger because he feel like it. When you, 1090 Jake, then already had these allegations thrown at you, you helped get people busted in jail, bro. You yourself, you young guy, you yourself gave the police some information. I think when somebody shot at a house you was at, you gave some information. We don't know what all you did because definitely we don't give a shit. Your fucking life, clown. But you are the pot calling the kettle black. But let's just take a look at what you're saying.
Y'all heard what Finesse said? He said the shit's fake. Paperwork fake. Can't get juvenile paperwork, so it must be fake, right? Check it out. Now I fuck with no jumper. No jumper always show me love. But they posted what he posted. He's saying it's fake. You can't. Apparently.
1090 Jake. You supposed to, ain't you? Hey, you know a major problem I got is I don't know your story a little bit. It's supposed to be some type of white blood. Let me tell you one thing in my life what I done found out about white bloods, white Crips, Mexican bloods, Mexican Crips. No disrespect to none of them at all. When we go to prison, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get down with the Mexicans going to roll with the Mexicans, the whites going to roll with the whites. You understand me? I don't know where you did your time at, if you did some time, 1090 Jake. But this black minstrel show you keep trying to do, you just like China Mac, bro. You just, it's a culture vulture who you don't have nowhere else to make your money but off black people. Exposing who in the black community snitched and, you know, that's putting black people's lives in danger. But what would you give a fuck about putting black people's lives in danger for? I have a problem with, you ain't exposing who pushing the poison. Could you tell us who pushed the poison? You know anything about who bringing it over that border? How about helping us clean up the black community? I'm dead fucking serious, 1090 Jake. I don't give a fuck who roll with you, who like you. I don't give a shit. Whoever down with you can't be down with the righteous. They can't be just. You on some bozo shit, bro. And once again, I don't give a damn about no rappers telling all that shit. Fuck all that, nigga. I went to prison twice and done all my time, knew everything when I went in, and ain't no information to give. Stand on business, morning, noon, and night. But people like you, I definitely don't like. I done been locked up with culture vultures like you, nigga. You ain't stood on nothing for no blood family, nigga, no motherfucking way. That's real talk. I don't give a shit what nobody say. You a liar. I heard back 100 check you, too, about that type of shit. You got real quiet as a church mouse, family. You are a white guy, bro. You have nothing to do with the foundation or anything to do with the blood nation. Really, in reality, that's a California thing, and we need to understand that. A California thing that started in jail to get the Crips up off of them. Huh? You not banging against no goddamn Crips. The hell you need to be a blood for? It was only put together to keep the Crips off of them. Ain't no Crips pressing you. So what you a blood for? You don't know no history. You don't know no lit. They need to check you, family. I can guarantee you ain't fought no wars for black people, bro. You ain't stood on no business. I don't give a fuck about the little homies around you. Nigga, them is bootlicking shoe shiners. I'm talking about when the Ku Klux Klan be on our bumper. Can we count on you? How pissed are you about white supremacy? How pissed are you about the neo-Nazis in Ukraine that the government keep giving all this money to? Is any of that ever on your agenda? Fuck no. Anytime you around your people, 1090 Jake, they look at you like, what are you doing? Getting rich or dying trying? Just like China Mac, nigga. You think it's funny You think it's a joke? I don't give a fuck how many black women you date. I know people just like you. But what you don't understand is, homie, you don't got to always carry the weight that come with being a black man in this culture. I know white people, white cops that let you make it. You white. Could be a biker. They could make you think you're a biker with them tattoos. Maybe Aryan, they ain't looking at the tattoos. Let them make it. It's one of us. Nigga, you know you get some white privilege daily in your life.
Okay, I wanted you guys to hear a little bit of what Code Figure said. I agree with Code Figure 100%. Why don't you guys, because he said more, go subscribe to Code Figure TV. He's rebuilding his channel. They took his, because he's so real, they took his last channel. So make sure you all go and subscribe to him. I wanted to play a little bit of what Finesse had said. Okay. I watch people's body languages, and I pay real close attention to that. I could tell this has Finesse. He's trying to hold it together. Okay. Hold on one second.
They love to hate, man. Look, I'm gonna make this shit real short and simple though, cause I got some shit going on. Finna hit the streets, right? So look, if you ever been to a federal system, if you know anybody that been to a federal system, a USP, a medium high, we got something called PSIs. They want 2 to 3 things. They want your PSI, they want your docket, and they want your transcripts from your current case. I just did 5 years and I ain't never been no PC. I done had paperwork parties. That's my first point. And your PSI, what your PSI do, to break it down to people who don't know, it's called a pre-sentencing report. Pre-sentencing investigation, one of them. And what the PSI tell is every charge you ever caught. Every charge you ever caught since you've been a juvenile, it tells if you have made a statement, if you cooperated on this specific case, or whatnot. Now, past it, because I ain't finna be breaking it down too much either. Because real street niggas, real gangsters, and time will tell, y'all will see so many motherfuckers gonna keep on fucking with me. So many motherfuckers gonna, because they know, they the streets, like real street niggas, real gangsters, real street niggas, real gangsters, they know what's going on. So I ain't got to do too much explaining. Second, and I'm done after this, because I don't really entertain too much shit, y'all know that. Secondly, you cannot, that little shit I seen was, they said from 2008, y'all didn't do y'all homework. So you niggas ain't smart enough. You know why? So you niggas ain't smart enough. You can't go get no paperwork from when a nigga was a juvenile. Do you know how many niggas told on me as a juvenile that I can't go get the paperwork to prove it? I can't pay for it. I can't look it up. If it's a case, any case number, any case docket can be looked up.
Okay, now he is telling the truth about that. That you can't really get. I haven't looked at the paperwork, and I'm not going to go and try it and look at it or anything like that, because what I think that this whole situation, but of course I would think that it's completely crazy, you know. I do. So when people ask me why haven't I been speaking on it, I think they know why I haven't spoken on it, because I think it's crazy. I've always felt like that somebody, I think it's a several people that's working to try and destroy his career. You know, people can say what they want to. Moneybags album is not doing as well as they had wanted it to do. And I know people say one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. Kiss my ass, because y'all know don't upset me because I say what I want to say on my motherfucking page. Okay, one thing has nothing to do with another. Okay, people may say, but Moneybags, I'm hearing his album, you know, was not really, you know, what they wanted it to be. So I kind of believe, since that situation, this is in my opinion, when Finesse exposed Moneybag before, you know, the Princes kind of finessed him into being cool with Moneybag again so that they could get Finesse in like a 360 deal or whatever. I think the stage was being set because people know that they taking folks out for insurance. He's killing Moneybag as far as his credibility, his street credibility. Moneybag and them are, because see, Moneybag is kind of would be his people watching them. They, even though they finessed him into signing up on the Moneybag so that Moneybag could have their thumb on him. That means that they could kind of, number one, make money off of him and make sure that he never surpassed Moneybag, in my opinion. I also think that they immediately, and I believe Gotti is involved, okay, started engineering for things to start happening, to start making them look bad, okay? I do. That is just what I believe and know. That, I mean, I have a right to believe whatever I want to, okay? So I think people have been giving their opinion of what they feel on this situation. And hey, people can do and say whatever they want to do and say on their channel. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't have mental illnesses. So I don't get mad at people because they don't feel the way that I feel, right? I don't get mad at folks for that because I'm a mentally sane adult, okay? But as for me, I just don't buy into all of that. Whether the paperwork real or not, I don't give a damn. I believe the stage is being set to try and destroy his career. Okay. I do. I've been feeling that way, and to try and take him up out of here sooner or later. Somebody got mad because he was a snitch and they took him out. Well, they want the insurance money. I mean, that's just how I feel. Okay. I feel like ever since he's been with those snakes, it has been almost impossible for him, because he was blazing. He was hungry when he first came out. He was making so much traction. These people, I've been saying it for almost a year, they put a fizzle on his sizzle. Okay? And I think all of this is engineered. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. Well, why you feel that way? Because I'm a motherfucking woman. And I can feel whatever I want to. I ain't no goddamn slave. So don't come to my page thinking you can make me feel how you want me to. Anybody else can feel how they want to. This is how I feel. Okay? So if this was a situation about we need to get King in a healthy environment, about that little boy and helping to get him into a better situation, and because money is not necessarily a better situation. King has been exposed to a whole lot, and as I said before, rappers have a fast life, okay? And he's already been exposed to too much. He's a baby. He's 10 years old. Then that really, hey, I would agree with that. But as far as going to dig up some paperwork for when he was 15 years old, okay, I don't understand. They get 1090 Jake to do it. Okay, y'all, I don't understand. I don't understand, other than this is engineered. Okay, this is engineered. So I think Finesse needs to keep his head on swivel, because I really have been believing that an atmosphere was being set for him, for these people to try to take him out. Listen to now. Finesse was disgruntled about a month or so ago. He was going back and forth with J.PRINCE Jr. Okay, him and Moneybagg still don't really mess with each other like that. They play friendly because the goal was to get him to sign up under him because they know he was really surpassing Moneybagg. His numbers, his videos, when they was uploading them to YouTube, he was leaving Moneybagg in the dust. And I believe Gotti and Moneybagg and the Princess came up with a scheme. It started before he got out of jail. Okay. To try to do what was necessary to make money off of him. And I believe that the ultimate goal was to take him out. Anyways, to get the insurance. But people caught on to that. You have vloggers talking about that. And so now the ultimate goal, I still think they putting him in a bad situation. Hell, it seems like every damn concert you have, folks shooting almost. It's something wrong with that. So what people start saying, stay away from them Finesse 2 Times concert, because when his concerts, people be shooting, even though he has nothing to do with that. I just think he has too much bad luck, even for it not to be engineered. I'm not saying that he's innocent. You know, I don't give a damn. That snitching stuff that's obsolete to me. That's asinine. Fuck that. Okay. But I'm talking about all this other stuff that surrounds him, y'all. I've always said that it kind of bothers me, you know, because he's got a lot of snakes around him. He's got a lot of snakes around him, and they push and play on a whole lot of stuff. People watching him. We can't take him out right now, but we'll start putting him in bad situations. We'll start ruining him. Number one, you know, hey, we got to make sure he does not surpass Moneybagg. Okay. I mean, that's just how I feel. Okay. That's my take on it. That's how I feel about it. As far as the paperwork, I ain't looked at it, and I ain't going to. I got better things to do. Okay. I'm not going to go look at no paperwork talking about some 15-year-old boy was a snitch. I'm a sane person. Okay. I got better things to do other than to go do that. Okay. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Okay. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. And let me just say this. If I had a 15-year-old that was getting in trouble, okay, because if the guy, you know, hey, if somehow they got it because he had a co-defendant or something like that, hey, whatever. I've never known them to, and I haven't looked at it, to name juveniles, even in paperwork with adults. They normally would say the juvenile, you know, that's just what I've known. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just telling you what, as far as I know. Okay. But regardless to whether it's real and that don't make me no damn difference. But if I had a 15-year-old and he was, you know, in trouble as a 15-year-old and he was looking at some time and he had a friend that was an adult, okay? Because I think they were saying that the guy that's saying it at the time, he was an adult. Y'all know how I roll. You better tell it. You better tell it. Okay, because I don't want my child in jail. Okay. I mean, but that's how I roll. Okay. So the person had to have known better. I don't know who there was that sent me that message because I'd never seen them before. But they had to have known better than to send that to me because you know how I get down. Okay. And I believe in people letting the Lord use them. Okay. Now I know Finesse 2 Times, folks, you know, it's street and all these street people, they supposedly have issues. But my concern, I think the situation with King is way more important than this shit here. I wouldn't dare try to ruin somebody's career about nothing that happened when he was 15 years old, especially talking about no snitching. I'm not a double-minded person. So we put into the atmosphere that it's not okay to tell certain things, right? We make these young dudes feel bad about telling on somebody that they see raping and killing children. Why well, ain't no snitch? I can't tell. That is what is being put into the atmosphere. That's why I have issues with that, because these kids look at stuff like that. These young kids, okay. You know, snitching was, they started putting, making snitching being, they started making, being a snitch or whatever, being a rat. That came from the Italian mob. And that was only put into the atmosphere to make some of the younger mobsters that they brought on feel guilty or whatever, about telling stuff. That rat stuff came about, was created with that Italian mob stuff. You a rat. You don't tell, you know what I'm talking about. You go do my time, okay? You let us terrorize, and you don't rat. Hey, I don't know what's wrong with our people, but anyways, hey, to each his own though. That's my take on it. I know a lot of people might say, well, you ain't in the streets. So I know this right here don't make no sense to me. People care more about street credibility than the things that really matter, and that is cleaning up your community. And if cleaning up your community means taking a rapist and a killer off of the street, they putting into the atmosphere to some of these little kids and stuff that be out in the street that might witness some of this stuff. Well, I know he a serial killer. I know that he's snatching the babies and selling them, but I can't be no rat. That is what is being put into the atmosphere. Okay. Besides trying to ruin, you know, I feel like a scheme has been concocted to try and take Finesse down by some of the snakes around him. Okay, that's what I think. Okay, because I believe from they have been wanting to take him out. That's what I think. Okay. But anyways, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I'll talk with you guys later.